Just got a word about an hour ago or so that another French puppet regime in Africa has just fallen. You hear, today, Gabon, with Ali Bongo, who has been serving the interests of France for decades, from starting with his father, Omar Bongo, put together. I mean, that family has been serving France for about 53 years, holding Africans hostage and doing the same thing the other countries have been doing to allow France to stay in Africa and colonize Africa, continue the looting of Africa, the exploitation, illicit exploitation of Africa, and all the ills that have been poured on our people of the continent by this imperial monster called France. So there has been another military coup today, just about an hour ago. The word came out that Ali Bongo has been ousted by another military regime that definitely, are taking hands, on approach into trying to address this problem that has kept our people underdeveloped, suppressed, prisoner, hostage of their own conditions and situations. So Africa is waking up. Africa is being liberated right now. And the winds of change are blowing from south to north, east to west. So we are definitely witnessing a new era of African revolutionaries, where there is no letting of this momentum. And France is actually burning right now because all these countries, Gabon, Niger, Burkina Faso, Guinea, Mali, these are just some of the countries that France has been plundering for decades, if not centuries, because they have been there long before independence, right? Doing all the Machiavellic work that have seen our lands, just laid to waste, where we basically servants in our own land. We just serving the interest of those imperial powers. Now we're talking of France, and it's not only France. We have Britain, we have the United States, we have all of them. But this time around, it looked like all these Francophone countries that have, suffered under France for so long are now fed up, and the sons and daughters of Africa are taking charge of our own destiny. And this is history in the making. We have to be a part of this. This is history in making. There hasn't been a time like this where I've seen coup after coup after coup, not of people who are just hungry for power, but who are trying to address historical injustices, who have seen the suffering of the people They've heard the cries of the mothers, of the children dying of all kinds of ills. African people are standing up. We are saying enough is enough, and we will continue to say so. And we will continue to do our part. Think of France, for instance. This France has been printing the money for 14 African countries, including those that are rebelling. France control their monetary policies. They have to put money into France reserve fund. What they produce after they've been exploited, they still have to give France to remit a good portion of their production, of the yield to France. And how is that possible? Because of those puppet regimes that France has put, on this, on top of these countries, facilitate this mechanism to continue to plunder our resources for decades and centuries. And what do they get, those leaders? The crumbs that fall from the table of the slave master. This is a sad situation. It had to come to end. And those remaining countries, you next. Be prepared, because this wind of change has no intention to let go. And we are going to keep on fueling this discussion, fueling this discourse, and make sure we are on task to awaken the masses so that they can understand what time we are living in, so we can understand the call of the hour. We definitely are living in unprecedented times in Africa. We are regaining ourselves. We are restoring ourselves. We are finally pointing to the right direction. We want this revolutionary movement to work together. We want some kind of synergy to continue. We want the fire to keep on burning. We want the next subservient government in Africa who's doing the bid of imperial powers to fall down, just like those that we have been witnessing recently. So, Gabon, kudos. Gabon, we commend and we respect your effort. There is no time to hold African hostage again. That time is gone, and we are all awakened. You cannot keep on fooling us all the time. You can only do that sometimes, so said Bob Marley. You cannot fool all the people all the time. And now the time is up. We want you out. And those who are interfering with the liberation of Africa will find themselves in a very difficult position to sustain what they're trying to do. So, we say, Viva Africa! Amanda Zoyeto, Tangwi Mfwene Hingeta. We are on the right path. Africa, rise up. Thank you, thank you, thank you.